Once again, is Mshamba Marekani. Welcome to All Topics Considered podcast.
Stroking the clitoris. When you approach the clitoris itself, touch it only lightly at first. All the nerve endings found in the glans penis are concentrated into the clitoris small area. It's extremely sensitive. Every woman's preference for clitoral stimulation is unique. Some women like a very light touch. Some prefer the clitoral shaft stroked rather than the glans. Others don't want the clitoris touched directly at all. Sometimes the clitoris is more sensitive on the right side, sometimes on the left. You need to get to know your partner's clitoris well. You and your partner's clitoris need to become intimate friends. You begin that friendship with sexual communication. You will see the clitoris change shape, color, and position with sexual arousal. The next thing, you need to extend your knowledge by giving your partner's clitoris your close, full attention. Your goal at that point is to stimulate your partner to orgasm with your hand. I'm sure you have already found successful ways to do that. No single stroke will work reliably for all women. Proceed by trial and error. Your partner showed you what felt good to her during sex communication. Many women complain that their men don't experiment enough with different kinds of strokes, or that the experimenting happens too fast. The man moving from one stroke to another before the woman has had time to relax with it and see how it feels. To find a stroke that your partner likes, try different areas of the clitoris and different pressures on the clitoris. Change strokes only gradually and watch your partner's response. If her genitals are becoming more engorged, you're doing fine. So the best way to approach the clitoris is with thumb and forefinger. Your thumb at the top of the clitoris toward the stomach anchors it. Your forefinger strokes it lower. You stroke one side for a while, the top, the other side. The motion can be up and down or circling, and the thumb can rock. Or roll the clitoris lightly between forefinger and thumb. So your basic stroke should be slow and steady, about 1 cycle per second. So find a consistent pattern and keep it up for several minutes at a time without change. Make sure you're watching your partner's reaction. If a stroke is working, it arouses her. You see the arousal. Her genital area swells, adding fullness to the major and minor labia. Her clitoris enlarges and moves downward and inward. The clitoral glands engorges much as the glands of your penis does with erection. The vaginal area and the clitoris darken from added flow of blood. Your partner can guide you by making sounds. Oh. If what you're doing feels right, she can moan, sigh with pleasure. Vocalizing during lovemaking is arousing in itself. It also lets you know that arousal is happening. Talking at this point is distracting. That's why nonverbal vocalizing is valuable skill to learn. Your partner will also guide you by moving her pelvis toward your hand or away. If your stroking is arousing her, if she's climbing toward orgasm, she will press her genitals into your hand because she is reaching for more stimulation. If the stimulation is ineffective or uncomfortable or she is resisting, she'll move her genitals away. These movements are very small. They may amount to shift of only a quarter or an inch or so against your hand or away. Make sure you're looking as well for larger signs of arousal, especially muscle tension. Pelvic muscle tension and general body muscle tension are signs of sexual arousal. So are sighs, panting, jerky movement, sweating, moaning, curling of the toes and feet. If your partner moves away even slightly from your hand, you need to back off. That doesn't mean lifting your hand completely away. It means letting up a little on pressure, slightly slowing your stroke or moving your fingers to a slightly different area of her clitoris. The clitoris is small. Your changes in response to your partner's signals need to be small too. It helps to be able to see your partner's genitals.